of Le Mans. This is session 2 for a 2-hour session, which we will see the cars running from 5 p.m. up to 3 o'clock in the morning with light rain and into overcast skies. And joining me here in the commentary is Unscrewed Squid, who took victory in the first session and handed over to his teammate Shad. So how are you feeling?
Good evening.
Squid?
I'm well.
It's good.
It was a bit of a battle. But there's still a lot to go. We've still got 3 sessions to go, and looking forward to tonight. I think this will be an exciting one. A bit of rain to start with, and we're running through the night, so should be very interesting to see how it eventuates.
Yes, and this is a restart, so they basically have got their time compression already sorted. So we're looking at Freight Trainer, who had to wait on the grid for 39 seconds before he could start his race. And now we've got Lockie going, who had to leave at 57 seconds, so he's already started. And there should be a battle now between the Speed Racer and Lloyd and Wadey. They should have all gone pretty much together.
There they are, fairly tightly packed.
Yeah.
Corvette, Aston Martin, Corvette, so a fair bit of... the Aston Martin, you have to remind me, is V8 or is that the V12 version?
Oh, I'm not too sure. We might have to do a Google search sometime during the race, buddy, and find out. I'm not 100% sure. So,
but I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of cylinders involved.
Maybe one of the guys. Yeah, I think that's what I thought. I thought Lockie actually jumped the gun, so he's obviously pulled up and let these guys through from his mistake, because he was meant to wait for 57 seconds. So he definitely jumped too early.
I'm glad he's readdressed it. That's
he's
a good lad.
It's actually cost him, because he should have been in the front of all this pack, but that's fine. Then on the grid, we should probably have just seen Wadey go, and also Cosmic Robbie should be going as well, which it looks like he has.
Cosmic.
Yeah, so he's taken off.
Way. Yes.
So yeah, all the grids off. So racing is on now for session 2. Everyone has had their time compression start. We had to wait on the grid based on the results that they finished from session 1. A couple of cars end up being a lap down after Highlander's terrific drive in the GTEs and gained a lap on everyone by just finishing in front of you, Squid. And so we unfortunately all fell a lap down under not being able to keep up with Highlander. So, but with the time compression, it made that roughly a minute. So that we, losing pretty much 3.5 minutes, only put us a minute behind. Which is it's a good setup. That's a very good setup. It's a little trigonometry mass calculation that I wouldn't even know how it works, as I say to everyone. And
I was going to ask you to explain that for us, actually.
Don't start there. I wouldn't
maybe
know
for another day.
Yes. I just put in the numbers and it spits all those things out for me. So it makes it good racing for everyone. So I'm sure we'll see.
Now, I think the gap
do.
between first and second. I think the gap between first and second was 11 seconds. So
yeah, it was.
Seeing 8, Darky's he's made a little bit of progress there.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to sort of gauge the first couple of laps, especially in the wet too. These, you want to just get a feel for the car, and you really don't want to obviously bin it. No one wants to bin it with an hour 50 still to go in the race, so I wouldn't think Shad's having too much issues. I think that he's just trying to get himself in a groove ready for the 2-hour stint that he's going to be doing tonight. Darky is one of our hard chargers. He's very good in the long distance races.
Yeah, he's very good in the long distance races. He settles into a groove very quickly. But I know that Darky is, well, you might say the dark horse, but he's always there, and he's very good in this Audi. He's very quick.
Yeah, definitely. Like all the LMP Car 1 cars, we didn't see any change of position basically from the qualifying either. You've all finished as per the qualifying from session 1, so you've all had a fairly good run. Though there was battles in between. You've all still finished in the order of your qualifying. Whereas the GTs was a little bit different.
In the pits here.
Yeah, it looks like
someone in the pits here.
Freight Trainer.
Freight is already in the pits.
That's unfortunate.
That's
He looks like he might have got some damage by the look of the front of that car there. He might have had a little moment.
So he might have topped. I don't know if he's topped up the fuel at all. It doesn't look like it's probably just a repair. It's unfortunate.
So yeah, I'm just having a look. Freight Trainer. This is his third event that he's done here of the Le Mans 24 Hours that we started back in 2017. Where in that race there, I believe, I'm just trying to check on what he was driving. He was actually in the LMP ones there as well, back in Project Cars 1, in the RWD Motorsports 98 RWD P30. And he ended up finishing that in, let's have a look, he finished in 4th, I think he was.
That's a good effort.
Yeah, so he'll be looking for a improve there. And then last year, we had him just trying to chase up where he was, if he actually was in. I'm sure he was in it. Maybe he didn't race in it.
Lockie's just gone a little bit wide there coming onto the straight. He's looks like he's honing in. Might just try and get a little bit of on board there. See what the driver sees.
Oh yeah, you can see it's the wetness has continued on from session 1.
Oof.
And this session 1 basically...
It's getting very tricky there.
Oh yeah, it's very, those puddles. So we had
Someone's gone for
one of the GTs.
Yeah, look at the tail on that.
So Wadey was a little bit loose into there, decided to go straight. And basically with this session we've got ×5 time progression, so you will find the track fairly wet halfway through this session. And
that's the sort of speeds that they're getting up to here as well. Look at that.
Yeah, it's not too shabby in the wet. So Lockie's just trying to regain the position.
He's dealing with a bit of understeer there, though.
I'm just saying, yeah, definitely. It's Fish is saying it's very slippery out there. That's live chat from the racer here. Fish Racing. Oh no, that's sorry, Darky's teammate. I'm looking at the wrong thing here. I was thinking the man's got many.
He's live feeding. Wow.
I thought
I can't even do pit stop strategies.
I thought he was a man of many talents, being able to text and drive at the same time. So anyway, Fish has got plenty of talents. He just won't tell you about them.
Now this is interesting. This has put a curveball in it. Sato looks like he's had a bit of an incident.
From P3.
Oof, this is not good. Looks like he's topping up and repairs.
Yes, it's they've got the wet session has really caught catching these guys out. He's not happy.
I think he's not happy either. That's disappointing.
I'm sure most of these guys would have had a lot of running, a lot of testing with the ×5 progression. As you can see, the track's a lot wetter than what we witnessed with ×2. So
this will be interesting.
Definitely a lot trickier.
Oh no, he's put it. Oh, I think he just put it on the ripple strip there. Unless I've cleaned my glasses, but
yes, it hasn't started well for Sato. He's
probably got a little bit of red mist on now.
He's
frustrated with himself.
In the first session, the commentators put the curse on all the drivers. Maybe Sato might be telling us, "Get off! Don't watch me," and he might start improving. So hopefully that side glance didn't do too much to his car, and he can run through and do a full fuel run.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's just a bit of a surprise package. Old Triple. He's jumped in. I think he's a reserve driver, isn't he? Is that?
Yeah, he's jumped in for with Night Pegasus. I didn't know what was going on from the early sign up, so he's jumped in the number 5 Toyota Gazoo Racing, which is your sister car.
Right. Sister car, that's right.
Yeah, and just see what they can do. And Triple is a fast racer, we all know that. And a minute behind Darky, who's in second spot. And just see if he will over this wet period, if he can make any impact on Ducky.
Yeah, look, he's a very, very quick racer, Triple, and he's a quiet fellow, and he comes out of nowhere sometimes. You got to keep an eye on him.
Yeah,
But he's very fair, and he loves his racing, which I love. I think that's fantastic. Now, I think there's a bit of a battle going back here. Lockie and
180.
180, yes.
Yes.
So it's going in. So this is a bit of a Porsche flat 6 V8 battle.
And
That's great.
we've got also Emu. He took the number 5 in the first session. He did not a bad run. He ended up falling a lap down on you guys, but I think he had a bit of troubles at the start, and then he got into a groove and ran some consistent laps, and with the time compression only being just over a minute behind, so it's really given Triple something to fight.
To work with, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely work with, and he's already made from 5th to 3rd, so it's a very good start for the team Toyota.
Absolutely.
That sounds nice. Very throaty.
It does sound nice. Yeah. I mean, probably not as good as a Mustang, but I.
Nah, well, we don't know about that.
Yeah, they do look good. I must admit, I enjoyed watching the replay on the first session. It's bloody good to watch these cars through the spray.
Yeah, it's not very good being behind the spray though, as I can tell you. It's something that you wouldn't really have had to have deal with there, Squid, being out front for most of the race. You would have only got it when you had to lap us guys.
Oh,
he's all over. Wadey's just found it. Got to avoid those puddles.
Look, it was interesting. I think the spray and the puddles in certain sections, the car was certainly moving around, probably a little bit more than I expected, to be honest with you. But especially, I think, when you realise the pace you've got, especially those LMP cars, you're hitting some of these things at over 300 Ks, and it's just wow.
Yeah, it's insane speeds in the wet.
It certainly catches your attention.
Definitely. And I had some troubles with my brake bias coming into Indianapolis around this area, and had a little bit too forward and lost the position to Lloydie early in the piece until I realised what I did wrong, and went back to the settings that I had for the rear brakes, and the car came back to me, which was a good thing.
That's the beauty of this game and the beauty of this race, is you're constantly sort of balancing and changing to try and find, as the track changes and comes to you or goes away, you're trying to adjust it as you go. I think this is looks like a lot of understeer there.
Yeah, these cars suffer from a lot of under. If you come into the Porsche curves too hard, that's what happens. They just don't have the grip like the LMP1 cars.
Yeah. And you can get sucked into a bit of a vortex with following the car in front too.
Oh yeah.
It's look at those puddles there. Wow.
Yeah. And looks like Lockie's got to run. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no, when we were on board for that.
Yeah, that's not good. There was plenty on board accidents as well, and they I think he needs to pit there. He looks like he's going to hold out. Lockie. But he wouldn't be happy about that, because he started going well.
He was going well. It's got a little crease on the front.
Yeah, he'll probably want to try and see if he can run a little bit longer if the car's going to let him. We won't know. But it looks like Wadey. If Wadey hasn't gone in the pits. Oh yes, he has. He has gone in the pits. I thought he would have had to go in the pits for sure. And it looks like Lockie, he should have gone in the pits.
Yeah.
So we saw our
he's now
first.
He's now finding that.
He had a nice run.
He's now finding that.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say he had a nice run out of Porsche curves, but he put himself on the outside, which can be a bit dicey when the cars are moving around a lot through there, especially these GTEs. So you'd put that down as a racing incident, in my opinion. So Wadey,
I think so,
Wadey
absolutely.
hasn't done much racing with us, and obviously trying to get to grips with the cars and seeing someone diving out the outside might have just freaked him out a little bit in these conditions as well. It's all a
I
learning
think you've got to
curve.
let people race. So, yeah,
Well,
absolutely. I
that's
think you've
it.
got to let them race. And, you know, I think, oof, dearie me.
And Lockie's our only, I believe he's the only controller user of our group at the moment. I'm not too sure if Wadey's on a wheel, but everyone else in the field is actually on a wheel. We know that.
Gee, that is very impressive with the control then.
Yeah, he's done well, and I can tell you what, the upcoming series that we're going to be running after the Intercontinental GD Challenge, the British Touring Cars, they're not too bad on a controller either. I've done a lot of practice on a controller, setting up the series for that one, for ANZCRL Combined Racing League, and not too bad on the controller. You can have a lot of fun. So,
Yeah.
but definitely.
So you think he might be well and truly in the mix?
He'll be in the mix for sure. He's always in the mix, Lockie, and that's where I think you'll find where he makes his few mistakes is probably just the inconsistency you can have with the controller. And we've still got Wadey in the pits. He's got a lot of damage with PSZ. He's been in there for quite a while now. Those puddles look terrible.
Yeah, they're filling up quite fast. Look at the sand. You'll never get out of it.
Might be like
how's
my
Lloydie going? Yeah. Now this thing sounds like an absolute beast, and Lloydie is always quick. We were actually going to team up in the Bentley in the GT3 series that we were running at one point, and
okay, yeah, that would have been a strong Bentley.
Yeah, he pulled out. Had some internet issues he was a bit concerned about. He was concerned that it may not have been able to do it. It's all's come good, and look, it would have been exciting. The Bentley would have been an absolute handful, but he loves the big cars.
Yeah, don't the headlights look good on this? The headlights with the two centre headlights sets it out from all the rest of the field.
Yeah. It's a throwback to the 70s, the old big Astons. And
James Bond, mate,
yeah,
007.
Yeah. Well, I think, look, you might have to correct me here, but I think Lloydie thinks he's a bit of a James Bond.
Well, he does like to say he's a ladies' man, that's for sure.
He does, and he loves a martini, so, you know.
It's a bit funny when all the boys hit Bathurst and we're all drinking our Tuies or VB, and he comes out with the martinis, shaken but not stirred.
Yeah,
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like amazing stuff. But he gets away with it because there's usually 3 or 4 ladies hanging off him at that time. Right. So get out of the cans, and he loves it. So that's fine.
Yeah, that's it. Well, we're not there to judge, are we?
No. Well, we can't. I mean, he's the Lloydie. he's looking pretty smooth here, though. He's a very smooth racer, and you can see that in his driving style.
And he's catching speed. He's been catching the speed while we've been talking. He was 6 seconds behind, so he's gained 2 seconds.
Yeah. Lockie's in the pits now. I think that's a good move.
Yeah. He can still get himself out of trouble. It's a long way to go. He's got a fast car for the dry session, he believes, so he can stay out of trouble there and just run his own race now. It'll be really good.
Yep. Yeah, I think absolutely. And he's, as you say, he's a very good steerer, and he's just been a bit unlucky. And it's just now, if you're going to crash at the start rather than the end, so you get yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Hopefully, don't crash at all, but. I think he's still in a chance.
Might want to just have a look at Freight Trainer. So he's running. I think he's about 20 seconds behind Sato at the moment in the Porsche.
Yeah, have a listen to this thing. Oof, look how quick that is compared to what we were just watching.
Yeah, this is a lot more exciting. And we've just been asked in the chat if the session's going to dry out during the night. Not too sure. I believe it will dry out with ×5 time progression. Being night and overcast skies with no sun when the rain's meant to stop, That's another thing. So I haven't tested it. Normally I like to test these things.
We might see a dry line.
Yeah, I think the guys will get on the slicks. I'll have some run-ins on the slicks for sure.
You see the well, look, if we do, and we see a dry line, we'll certainly see the times tumble. Even when this dry line starts to come on, even with the wets, we'll certainly see those times tumble fairly quickly. 3:33. That's a reasonable pace, especially because it's so damp out there.
Yeah,
so,
well, you managed a 3:30, I believe, and not quite the fastest out there though. We had Fish Racing actually was the man. He did a 3:29.8. Yeah, he was flying in his in the Audi.
Was flying.
Yes. Freight.
Oof.
He's collected that,
Freight.
luckily.
Might have hit the old Heures button a bit early there, but actually that might have brought him straight.
Yeah, that's true. But that's another element that these LMP1 guys have to contend with is actually the manually pressing of their Heures, which gives them an extra, I don't know how much horsepower, 100 odd horsepower. I'm not too sure. Gives them plenty of horsepower.
Yeah, it's certainly you can certainly feel it straighten the car up out of these sort of corners.
Yeah, and as they use it, it obviously uses up their energy, their stored energy, and then they have to wait till they can re-energise that by using the brakes, the heat from the brakes.
And then there's only a time limit on it, actually how many times you can use it within the lap. It's basically about 2.5 lengths of time, I suppose.
Okay.
I think they're probably about 10-second pushes. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Probably get about 25 seconds of push. Yeah.
They definitely.
But again,
Yeah, sorry to cut you off then, Squid, but I was just saying you really do notice when you guys come through. I was just mentioning with Freight passing one of the Corvettes, it's just amazing the speed difference of these LMP1 cars to the GTEs.
It's pretty amazing from within one of the cars when you start to climb on the back of a GTE car, because it's caught me out a couple of times in terms of how quickly you start to climb on the back of someone, and although you're flashing, there's lots going on, and you're on and off curves buttons and things like that, and sometimes I know for both parties it's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
We're pretty lucky though. We've got a really high quality group of drivers, and that makes for some really close, entertaining racing. So we're very lucky with this group.
Yeah, and we're looking here at obviously Freight Trainer with his fellow Porsche teammate just up in the road, 10 seconds up in front with Sato. He's been in the walls. He's had an early pit stop as well. And then as he came out, he got onto the grass or
he's back in the pits. I was
just talking about him. He's lost the front end.
Dear me. That is a massive hit.
Yeah, it's not something that Taipan would like to see. Taipan kept it nice and straight throughout the session. And talking about Taipan, I nearly cleaned him out. That's talking about the speed difference coming up through the Dunlop curves up over the hill. I was in a battle with Lloydie and just didn't even know. In the game, the blue flags don't come out early enough for the LMP1 cars. Once they show them, they're already on top of you. And I basically went to turn in, and next thing I go, oh, there's an LMP right there. And luckily Taipan had the wits to pull out of it, and then it's very tight there for a section.
We haven't seen what happens there. Hopefully it's been on his own, I suppose, and not any sort of any traffic or anything there. But that would look like a little bit of a mess. But he's back on track, and again, it's a long race. This is session 2, and we've still got an hour and 35 to go. This session.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Sato's a quick driver.
Yeah, I believe he's doing the remaining sessions. I don't think his teammate Taipan can make any of the sessions tomorrow, so he's doing all the damage he's doing here is going to affect how his running is for the run-ins tomorrow.
Well, Taipan did a very solid run on that first session. I don't think he finished. I think he put him third from memory, and kept it straight, kept it on track, and really really good job. So Sato's. Although let's hope for Sato that this is the end of it, and it'll be all clean from here on in. Oh. He's gone straight. Oof.
Oh, geez. Not having a good time.
He's not having a good time there.
So he's clobbered the tyre barrier trying to get through there where he missed his brakes.
He's knocked a light out. Oh dear, that doesn't look good inside, does it?
He's going to be finding a very tough session. We hope in this rain. You can sort of see the blue sky in the distance there, so he'd be in front of him, and he'd be probably hoping it's going to come over. It's going to overcast skies is scheduled, is the forecast, so we'd like to see that to dry out. But
it doesn't look like it's picking up speed all that well either. It's,
but
struggling.
Looking at the track here, it doesn't look. It's probably a little bit wetter than what we noticed, but it doesn't look that much, to be honest. It looks similar.
Looks like it's actually breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, still plenty of water there on the track.
He's coming up. He's coming up here now. He'll have some aero damage. Absolutely. Keep it on the...
Lockie doesn't want to be going out in the grass.
No. We saw what happened to poor old Speed.
And that's going to be
first
telling...
session when he got out of the grass there.
Yeah, it's going to be a very telling factor for the runners once they go on the slicks and it's at night time. I believe the game does it really well. Off track's still going to be fairly wet on the grass, so the guys don't want to be running off on the track on slicks. They'll lip it pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely.
Keep it on the black stuff.
Yeah, with slicks on the grass, you're on the way to an accident pretty quickly. So
could be going on for an untimely death, mate.
Yeah. I wonder if Sato's going to bite the bullet here and put this in and fix it up, because it's interesting why he went straight. I don't know if he might have been distracted with the setup, or maybe a strategy change, or just completely missed the braking point there. But he's battling on.
Yeah, I'd say he actually locked his brakes. The game really punishes you in the wet with lock brakes.
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely. See how Dado's going. Darky's going. He's 5 seconds behind Shads, and just got a feeling Darky's probably just biding his time here.
Yeah, the ugliest car on the grid.
Oh, absolutely disgusting.
Only Darky
I thought we were going to ban it. It was that bad.
Yeah, only Darky can.
We should have banned it.
Something like that.
Look at that, horrendous.
It looks like a Dr. Evil car or something like that.
Yeah. It's pretty frightening when you see it come up behind you, though.
Yeah, you had a really good battle in that first session with Fish. I saw in the replay for a little while.
Yeah, it was a good race. I think at different times we both got caught up in traffic at different points, and it to be honest with you, probably fairly evened the race out.
Yeah,
as you'd expect. You catch people at different points, sometimes just before a corner or just after, or in the middle, and it was good fun. But commended to all the drivers though. I mean, it's one thing driving fast and then trying to remember you got people around you as well. So very enjoyable in that respect.
Yeah, it's good that we can have a very nice race and let it all pan out.
Now this is interesting because Darky's now closed in 3 seconds on Shads. There we see him there going past, and we had a back marker back there before, so maybe this is the timing I was just talking about. Shads has just caught up at the wrong point, second guessed, and it's allowed Darky to make some time up, but it swings and roundabouts with this race.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I reckon that Shads might have caught those two GT cars going around the Dunlop curves. because Starkey had a good run coming onto the Muse Lane straight to pass them.
Yep.
Still plenty of spray.
Just stick with these two characters for a little bit.
Well,
Yeah.
this is what we've all come to see, the battle for first, and it's definitely on.
Absolutely.
Lap 9 of the second session, which is, you could actually say, lap
Look at that water.
26 of the whole race. Because you guys managed 17 laps in the first session, the first hour session.
Yeah.
And did it in a real
That's a
quick time. You just missed out for being able to go out and start the 18th lap by
yeah.
by a little bit.
We were moving pretty quick. Fish was pushing me pretty hard. I wasn't letting up. There was at no point that we were cruising. I can tell you that. And that's the way the racing should be too. You know, these guys won't be mucking around either. There's no real chance to be able to say, well, I'll sit with a 3-second gap, or I'll sit with a 2-second gap, because the traffic and the weather is playing such a vital role.
Yeah, definitely. And in game at the moment, we're looking at the time roughly being 7:30 p.m. Being the summer over in Europe, we know that they have only a short night period, long days.
Darky's got a bit of a slowdown. Is he going to slow down now? Looks like he might have.
He's definitely looking the distance, the closing this gap.
He has, yeah, absolutely.
Might be interesting just to check the fuel load. They'll be starting to. How many laps were you doing before you pitted, roughly?
Oh, what's happened here? 13 litres on Darky. It's 20 there.
Maybe Shaz just hasn't used his or he's out of sync with his curves button at the moment. Because there's periods there where you think you've used up a lot of it and you want to use more of it, and it runs out and you can't keep going. So
that's true, yeah, absolutely.
Darky could be using it at a different time.
And so they've just dropped back a bit now, so maybe we've sort of just eased it out by about a second now. It's very interesting. It's pretty close. Chads might have had a bit of a lock up or something there, but.
So what was the fuel burn roughly for a lap? I know the GTEs, I think we would burn in roughly 6 litres a lap.
Yeah, they were burning about 4.5, I think, off the top of my head.
Yeah, very fuel efficient, aren't they?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Just small tanks. You don't have the capacity like the GTEs. Most of the GTEs, I think they all fill up to 95 litres.
Well, the Toyota was 62, and I've heard rumours that it's about another lap longer than the Audi. So the Audi must run a fairly small tank, I think, because they're diesel.
Yeah, okay.
So Shads has got 18 on there, and
well, that's going to be very interesting.
Got on 11.
Interesting for pit strategies for later into this 2-hour session.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it's tightened, certainly tightened up. So this is very interesting. So we'll probably see Darky go in. Probably the next couple of laps. We're on lap 10. Yeah, that's probably about 12 laps. I think I went in on lap 12. I probably could have had another lap in me. But we did do a formation as well.
Yeah.
I brought in a lap early, and I put way too much fuel on. I think I put about 55 litres on. But I probably only should have been about 30. But
the cars
call me
look
Mr. Overcautious.
Coming out of that corner there.
They do,
with the sun at the moment at the level.
Absolutely. Looks like some traffic coming up here. We might even go on board with Shads as he comes up on the traffic, and let's see how that looks.
Very fast through the Porsche curves. You drop down a gear, down to 4th. Yeah.
Yeah, fourth in the rain.
They do that in real life. You see them drop down the gear. Just coming up to the number 9
That's a
classic
nervous
racer.
time.
It's
Let's see how we go.
definitely a little bit nervous.
So Shads has probably just got a bit of a gain here. It's Darky's been caught twice here. Oh, that's unfortunate. He'll boost it out here for sure. Look at that! Wow,
Yeah, off he
Look at
goes.
that. Wow.
He's only a little speck in the mirror now.
Yep. Wow. Amazing stuff. So that sort of gives you a bit of an insight into how quick these bloody things are.
Yeah, bit of a challenge. These will be the end of the end of the rain coming up soon. Maybe you might start seeing in the next 10 minutes. Hopefully it starts easing off. The forecast is looking like it's going.
Starting to break up. Still a bit of rain around though. We can still see it raining down. But you're right. It looks like the clouds starting to break up a little bit beforehand. So Cosmic.
He's second in the GT class at the moment. He's doing a good job. He's got Highlander 26 seconds in front, so not going too bad. He started a minute behind, so he's made a lot of time up on Highlander.
Did you see that? You see that move around?
Look at this in the background.
I know. This is. Here we go.
It's on for these guys. And see Lloydie.
Get into Highlander's car. Oh no, where is he?
Lloydie's running with speed.
Now be in the cockpit while these cars come up behind him will be amazing.
Look at the glare in the mirror from the sun off the road as well. They've done this easy.
Yep. Now look at that. Wow. It's very close.
Hold on, everyone.
Wow.
I could feel me back of my neck when someone just blew the back of my neck. Crazy.
And they are into the corner there, and Speed's going to come around the corner here, and they are just gone.
Looks like
it's all happening up here.
They're only less than half a second behind one another. This spray and the glare. Not a very good moment of the race for these guys. That's a great onboard shot though. You can just see what these guys have to contend with this hour of the race. Well and truly 8 PM into the night. Getting towards 8 PM I should say.
Darky, he's just going a bit wide there, but the old Audi doesn't even sound like it's revving, does it, with diesel?
No, I think you'll get one more lap unless he wants to push it. Fuel icon's not flashing red.
5.5 litres, weren't you?
Yeah. It's going to be close.
Will he do it? It's 5.5 for me, I wouldn't. I'd be panicking. But see his average there, it looks like his average last was 319, his average is 442. That's saying 14 litres. That can't be right.
Yeah, you can't believe what's on those steering wheels if that's what you're reading or wherever it is.
Just next to the mirror there, but I think we'll see this thing turn.
Oh yeah, no, that's changing. It's changing live. It's it was 4.19 is the average. The last one was 3.1, I think.
13.7 might be gallons. That's probably what. I don't know, it might be. I don't know if that's right or not. Anyway, we're live here, and look at that spray. That's amazing. They're
coming up to
again.
One of the 4 Ganassi cars.
Shads is,
that should be Highlander. That'll be Highlander getting lapped for the first time.
So yeah, that was a gutsy move.
Or maybe the second
put it right out the line there. It's got the 300. This is interesting. He must have used a fair bit of boost there to start with, or he's saving it because Let's say 253 there on the.
Yeah, we're predicting that Darky Fish is just saying she's going to be close to the old petrol. Well, yeah, it's definitely going to be on the fumes of the diesel. Whatever's left, he'll be swashing it around, hoping it picks up.
I hope he doesn't run out, because the old diesels are hard to start when they're empty.
Oh, mate, yeah, they got to bleed.
Wow, look at this.
Bleed all the injectors, don't they?
See that push? Yep. Yeah.
Geez, there's plenty of brake lights. Got his work cut out.
Lots of traffic here.
We're just putting another. Is that a LMP1 in front as well that they're
I
lapping?
think it might be.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So it looks like Shads is going to be putting a lap on. Might be Freight or Sato. They've had plenty of
Freight, yes. And this will be interesting. What Freight does.
So Freight Trainer's got his windscreen wipers out, even though there's a little bit of rain still.
Yep. Participation. I can't even say it.
And he's a brave man running with that glare without the wipers.
Oof, yes. And this is what Shad's saying at the moment. She probably won't be enjoying that much, because it's not the greatest thing, especially when you get cars pretty quick. And there's more traffic up ahead, guys. This is getting juicy.
Oh yeah, he's got another lap that Shads can do, but will he take the opportunity, knowing that Darky will more than likely quit this lap?
Yep.
He pulls in as well, because Darky will obviously be able to have a fast out lap. The tyre pressures will be all reset in the pit stop.
Oh, look at this. This is
nasty. Oh, is that one of the Corvettes?
One of the Corvettes there.
Yeah, it could have been Wadey. I'd say it would have been Wadey.
What are we going to see here? We're going to see pit stops. What are we going to see?
Definitely going to see a Darky pit stop. Yeah, there goes Audi. Darky's in.
Darky's in.
So here he is for his first scheduled pit stop on lap 13.
Car looks straight.
Yeah, they've had the first. You can see the class. They are 1 and 2. I think Triple. Can't take anything away from Triple either. Triple's doing a tremendous job.
Bloody
great job. Third spot. He started 1 minute behind the field, and he's caught right up. Once these times restabilise after the pit stop, you'll see that he's caught up quite well. He should have. That might be him there soon. We'll take second spot.
He's off.
Be close. Oh, is that Triple there? No, he's a bit further back than what I thought.
A bit further back, yeah. Darky's coming out now.
Yeah, okay, so Darky's held the second spot.
And I would say Shads will be coming in this lap as well.
That was good timing to turn over there. You could actually see that the time lost in the pits roughly is about 45 seconds, I should say. And doesn't look like anything that had to happen other than fuel for Darky.
Shads will have the hammer down now, really trying to make that gap. It was interesting bit of time there. Let's go back through the field here and have a bit of a look.
I know there's all sorts of sim games out there, and on console this has to be one of the most prettiest game for sure, with all the settings in the sun and the effects.
Mate, look at the reflection of the lights there off the road. I mean, amazing.
Yeah, it's
the
really
Aston
good
there behind.
And I'm sure as we get into 2020 and beyond, and with the new generation, I'm sure we're going to see a lot more things that are going to blow everyone's mind away on console, as PC is already doing that with virtual reality. But you know, I think Project Cars has done really well with their lighting effects and everything in game.
I mean, look at the reflection of the lights there off the road with the lights coming in the road off the Aston, and reflecting off the puddles.
Yeah,
that's amazing, isn't it?
And you even catch that uphill, so sometimes when you're actually inboard as well, you can see it in the rear view mirrors and the cameras, and the brake lights when they come on, the reflection off roads and stuff like that. So they've put a lot of effort in the detail. But some people
bit of a
argue
tailwind there.
Physics could be a little bit better, but you can't have a perfect world with everything. Everyone has its good and its bad.
Well, I think those people who argue about the physics, though, Woody, are those who just haven't come to grips with what's required to drive these things in this game.
Yes.
I mean, this is a fairly technical. You know, you've got to do a bit of research and practice and play with this to get the most out of it.
Oh,
And,
definitely.
Yeah, there'll always be haters. I think that's the thing, isn't there? There's always haters.
Yeah.
But, gee, that Corvette looks good. It's pretty tough.
With the definitely with the chrome strip down at the front there, behind the front wheel arch.
Speed's bloody quick driver. He gets a car that suits him, and he is away. I remember in the GT1 class in the Mercs, he was extremely quick.
Yeah. Oh, there we've got Lloydie just right there. He'll probably want to just get side of Speed Racer and have a look at that chrome bit and just make sure his hair looks all right. You know, Lloydie.
Yeah, well, I've heard that about Lloydie. He gets distracted by mirrors.
Yeah, so you might not see him want to pass Speed. He might level up on him and just go, hey, this looks all right. Might stay here.
Yeah. Look at the reflection. I look fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a spare mirror in the car when I race, so I can just try and distract him if he comes up behind me.
Yeah, we got Fish in the pit. Oh, and Fish is just mentioning Shads will be in the pits, so it looks like
oh, yes.
he should be coming in the pits, if not.
He's coming out now.
He's coming out. He's actually changed the position. Darky's made the spot.
Oh, Jesus.
We've missed that. Thank you, Fish, for letting us get on top of that. And
thanks, Fish. We're too busy talking about mirrors.
Yeah, definitely, and good looks. But Darky's done the what do you call it?
The undercut.
The undercut.
Undercut.
And, that's an outlap that Darky had from out of the pits is definitely something special. And would have passed him just as Shads was coming in the out the pit exit, the pit lane.
Well, this would be very interesting.
And it's definitely starting to get dark now, and the rain. I can't really hear the rain on the top of our commentary booth at the moment, where there's camped on the front
I think it's
straight.
actually stopped.
Yeah,
I think the rain stopped.
It could be
There's
running
a
in the
little
back
bit of
section.
sprinkle.
Yeah.
I'm just going to run outside and put my hand out the door. I'll.
Boy, they can
know.
ask the Porsche team for another Coldy.
Absolutely. It's is it Heineken you're after? Or?
Oh, whatever they're offering, I'm not going to complain. Beggars can't be choosers.
That's very true. They're wanting $4 for them though. Is that? I don't know if that's fair or not.
Just tell them I got no French. No French.
Me don't speak in English. Just put it on the tap.
Yeah, that's it. Me Aussie. Triple's pitted. He's just in the pit lane. So these guys will clear Triple easily. The headlights are really showing the effects on the road
Really
now.
starting to show now, aren't they?
Yeah. I can say kiss the sunlight goodbye in the next few more laps.
Absolutely. Now Triple was only reserve driver, wasn't he? And I know that he hasn't done a lot of practice with the Le Mans with the LMP cars for here, because he wasn't quite really sure if he was going to have a drive or not, but luckily he did. Sort of have a bit of a practice.
I think he was sort of roaming around, wasn't he? A little bit. Triple.
Well, he
did some
was
practice in.
for a drive.
Yeah, he did some practice on our official practice on Tuesday, and he was running the Toyota. And
he's a bit like the Cameron McConville of Le Mans at the moment. He's just sort of lurking around in the background, but he's bloody doing a good job.
yeah, he could be the Luffy of ANZCRL.
Buffy.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Now, there's someone else in the pits here. This is Freight Trainer. He's in. Great news, no damage. That looks pretty straight, Porsche.
Yeah, looks like he's had a nice fuel run. Something that he'll be wanting. There's a couple more fuel runs to do throughout the race. I believe they'll have to pit once more.
He must have been out having a wee there, because that thing took a while to take off, but I think it was just the glitch of the game and he was still refueling.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of damage repair. He might have engine damage on. As we know that sometimes you can actually have that turned off and just save that little bit of time.
Yeah.
And not get
Waste of time doing that. Turn it off.
Yeah,
turn it off,
that's
guys.
right.
Turn it off.
Yeah. This battle's been going on for pretty much the hour between Lloyd and Speed. They got a little bit more running to do with 17 litres of fuel. Not too much longer though. They won't get 3 laps. They'll probably get 2. Oh, they'll get 3 laps. Yeah, they'll get 3 laps.
Yeah, only just
over
just
6 and a half. 6.5 roughly, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Is that right?
Yeah, so
they got a hole in the
big. Yeah, I'll be close. Probably 2 more laps after this one. Definitely. That'll be about right. Most of the guys, they were running. We had the formation lap in that session 1, so we completed 15 laps in the GTEs, and both Highlander in the Ford and Speed Racer in the Corvette. Well, Speed didn't actually have to pit, but he was going to have to pit if we had to do 1 extra lap, whereas our Porsche that Lockie's driving at the moment in this session, there's the Porsche. We could have actually done the extra lap if we needed. We had enough fuel. The Porsche was a little bit more economical. Yeah, might be the way I drive, not as fast as these guys. These blokes were doing some fast laps in that session.
You do have a tender foot though, Woody.
Yeah, I do.
You'd be very in touch and in tune with your car. I mean, there's no 2 ways about it.
I like to be one with the car. And I was part of one Mustang when I went to visit you, I believe. I ended up being wedged in the back of the passenger seat there at the front.
That's true, yes, yeah.
Yeah, it was fairly... took me by surprise. Well, wasn't ready for it, put it that way.
Well, it's even run in now, so...
Yeah, well,
next time you're over.
Might have to make another visit.
Always.
It's always good to catch up with our fellow sim racers. Try and do it as much as we can whenever we're travelling, if work allows it.
Yes. Yeah, what battles have we got going here apart from what we're watching? Is there anything else happening here? Okay.
Well, we've always got Darky and Shaz. That's always a full-on battle. And Sato's slowly catching up to Triple. It'll be actually interesting if you can see what Sato's fuel load is, because as we know, he's had to have multiple pit stops already.
Yeah, he's on 24 and a half.
So
has he got more damage on that?
No, that was from when he actually went to go straight through the first Muse Lane chicane, and he hit the tyre bundles.
Oh, that's right. He hasn't gone back in yet. Yeah, you can really see that thing struggling a little bit because it was only topping out at 300. That's that front aero damage, because I'm sure he's got the charge on now. You can see it going down, and that thing should be climbing faster than that. That's so he's got a bit of carrying a bit of damage, but you know, if he can do a full fuel run, like we keep saying, fuel runs are what they're after, the drivers, and see where he's after that, because he might be able to leapfrog
Maybe not be able to leapfrog triple because he's going to have one more pit stop as well. So Saddo's probably just trying to work it out that he can run this so he can have an early pit stop but still take it to the flag. He'll have to get there with probably, ananother, what are you looking about, another 15, 20 minutes he's got to run, probably about 15, 16 minutes. And then he can pit.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. What's he got on? He's got 22 on, isn't he? Triple.
It's going to be very close.
So he'll need to stop again, and he might have to do a splash.
Yeah, it just depends. If he can work into there's only 50 minutes left in the race, he should be right. So he's got a little bit of time. He should be right. He should be only have to pit once more, and he'll be in a battle here.
Yeah, should be.
He's only 2 seconds behind at the moment.
Yeah, he's only 2 seconds behind. Yeah.
That'll be a good recovery from Saddo.
Well, this is interesting. What are we looking at here? Triple's done a 4:23. He must have just recently pitted. No, it couldn't have been. So he might have been off the road.
Yeah, something happened. When Triple's come out of the pits, something's gone wrong. But
so
Saddo started this session.
Stopped.
Saddo started this session in third, so he'll be very happy if he can actually take Triple for third by the end of this 2-hour session.
I'll tell you what, the only thing that might play against him at the moment is that he'll have to stop for fuel, and it'll be depending on whether he goes to slicks or wets, because the other guy's always gone in.
Who's in the pits? He might realise. Yeah, so he might realise he might not be able to make it for one more pit stop, knowing he needs 2, so he might as well come in, get the repair done.
He's probably thought about that and the tyre opportunity, because I was just about to say, if he keeps going, he might be able to keep going on the fuel, but his tyres will be the problem.
Yeah.
So he's gone for repairs as well. That's a good idea. It's a smart idea.
Especially at night with that one headlight. Not very good.
Oh, yeah.
And it was actually the driver's headlight as well, by the looks of that, where he's sitting in the car.
Suggest he's filling this up, and then he might just do a splash with tyres.
Yeah, get on the slicks when he knows it's dry. It's not a bad move.
Yep, that's a smart move. He's
got time on Freight Trainer when he came in.
He's come out there.
Yeah, it was about 30 seconds in front of Freight, so that's not too bad.
Yep. Yeah, there's Freight. That thing looks pretty straight. Freight's doing a good job of that.
Yeah, he's been in the pits, he's fueled up. It shows he's got a little time penalty over his head, but that's been early in the session too. It's not too much of an issue.
Okay.
It'd only be a second at the most, I believe. We'll have a look at that a bit later. Geez, this chopper's been earning its money throughout the event so far with this rain.
We've just got a little bit of spray there still. It's still wet out there on the track. It's certainly not slicks yet, but the rain has stopped, and we're definitely getting into the darkness now.
Yeah, without the sun on the track, it's going to be very slow drying, but we should see a dry line appearing. So in the next 20 minutes, half an hour, you'd think that there'll be a bit of a dry line around.
It'll be about now as well that the boys will be thinking, wow, I'm just about to crack halfway through, and hopefully none of them have to go to the toilet.
Yeah, that little niggle in the back starting to aggravate me, that sort of thing. That's not what you want to feel with another hour to go.
Absolutely not.
What's happened to Highlander? He's dropped some split positions. Simo's just asking.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
that's what's happened. He's finding him. He's playing himself in the sand at the moment. Well, looks like he's
touched a bollard there.
He's clobbered something. He's hit more than a bollard, I think. The amount of damage. something we've missed.
That was close.
So he's dropped now. Cosmic's 30 seconds in front. You might have to put that whatever you turned off back on there, mate. The
Yep, sure. There we go.
nah, the other one. I think you took 2 off. It's up the very top. The gap, I think it is.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that
There
one.
we go.
That's it. Yeah, so that's a shame. But after he's pitted too, it's what would happen when he come out of the pits. You know, hopefully he's definitely on wets. He wouldn't have gone on to slicks because he would have been all over the shot through the Porsche curves. So we know that it's not a tyre issue.
Didn't
but
sound too confident through there though.
you got the
We've
three
got 3
GTs
in the
pits.
pits at the moment. Wow.
That could be the reason why he might have pitted earlier. Fish is just commenting on the live stream. Squid, that you work for SBS as well, mate, with the coverage with the TCR, mate. The way that you're going. Oh dear. I think he's doing a better job, but anyway, you know, that could be my bias there. But yeah, bit of training on the job. There you go.
I look forward to seeing you on the racetrack, Fish.
Yeah, there you go, payback. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in front of Squid if that happens.
Absolutely. I can't afford the 5-second penalties, mate.
Oh yeah, that's that's one of those things that can happen every now and then. But that was the first penalty we've had for a long time.
Long time. No, and fair enough. Fair enough. It's that's neither here nor there anymore. But look, here's Cosmic, and his forward's looking straight. Now he hasn't binned it yet, has he?
No, he's been having
Really
he's had a great session through the wet, in the afternoon into the evening.
Do you see it snaking around there? Do you see it snaking around there? He's got a handful here. He's a pretty quick driver, old Cosmic.
Yeah, he's been doing really well.
He's been doing very well in those GT3 rounds with Shads.
And Fish is obviously looking forward to all the battles in the future with your Squid. So
that's
something to really enjoy.
I'm not because I'm scared of him.
Camaraderie with all our members. So if you ever want to have a look at our sim racing, you see like what you see, just come and join us at AUS-NZCRL.com. I mean, sorry, not .weebly, WEBBLY.com. And that's our website. You can find all the info there with also the upcoming series. Or if you're on Facebook, just search ANZCRL and no headlights. And you'll just need to answer 3 easy questions. We're just making sure that you're in the Australia, New Zealand region and that you're on Xbox, and you obviously want to play Project Cars 2 because that's all we play. We cater for. There's a lot of other groups out there with the other Xbox car racing games, so we let them do their good job and we do our good job. The speed hasn't
And one of
got
those
any
good jobs
headlights.
is the way I do the cameras, apparently. So
Oh, that's right.
thank you, Fish, for the feedback. He hasn't got any headlights, and this is, I don't know if this is tactical or if this is actually someone's gone along and smashed his headlights out without him knowing, but this will become more and more difficult because that sun is definitely set, and the night time's coming on.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what's going
Still
on
got the
there.
wiper going.
Because even if you don't have a button map for the lights, they'd come on automatically.
Absolutely.
Oh, and Lloyd's just come
Lloyd's
off. He can't.
Lloyd's
He,
off.
he didn't even know that anyone was behind him, and he still ran off. Got the ghost of
he's
speed.
He's looking in the mirror again.
Oh, that's it. He probably thought, "Where's your lights? Speed on your Corvette? We can't see that silver strip." He thought the silver strip was the Armco railing, mate. He went straight for it.
Now look at the water on the road. There's still some patches of water, but I think this is drying out probably a little bit quicker than anybody may have anticipated. I don't know if it's because of the view, but which I've got control of and I can change, but it looks like it's actually dried out.
Yeah, well,
in some sections. There's a bit of a spray, but
yeah,
I'm starting to think about pit stops, I think.
Yeah, as we said, ×5 time progression, it will dry the track up a little bit quicker because it's actually takes into account your progression in your time. So we're looking at just over in real time at the moment. I'm just trying to think now. We started at 5, we're about 10 o'clock at night at the moment, just after 10, about probably 10:15.
Now, are we past this? Now it's the 15th of June, so we're probably in the 16th of June now, aren't we, for the actual race?
No, it's 10:15, mate. So we're still on the 15th. It'll go the 16th a little bit later. Yeah, we've got to wait for midnight,
are we past
mate. That's when we go crazy
in Europe? Are we past the solstice in Europe?
I don't know, mate, but I'm getting a bad ulcer at the
fish.
moment, mate.
Fish, if you're not doing anything. If you want to check that on Google, that'd be great. But see that corner there through the S's there, that puddle.
It's dry.
That puddle is still there was a little bit there if you were going to really hug it, and that was a problem with the LMP cars.
Yeah, that was a problem with all cars, buddy. But it's definitely, when you can see a puddle there and everything else is dry, it's definitely drying out. These guys can really start thinking about slicks soon.
We're going to see some times tumble. Shad's is 3:29. Darky's 3:30. They've already come down by about 4 seconds. This is going to start to heat up soon.
Yeah, definitely. It won't be long, and we might just want to actually have a look at Shad's because he's definitely, and that's chasing up for the lead of the race. Even though Lloydie, he's just catching up on Speed Racer. But you can just see there. You can actually see where it's wet and where it's not. There's just the little puddles where they were accumulating through the race. They're still wet.
Yeah, there we go.
The rest of the track's dry.
Yeah, I think there'll be a shift here now. It'll be interesting to see if Shad's follows Darky in or for slicks and.
There is still spray there.
It's still very wet through there though. Very wet through there. That's dangerous.
Yeah, I think they'll be still on for another couple of laps. And Fish has no idea about the Solus, mate. He just doesn't know. He's probably listening to the total clips of his heart or something, whatever.
Oh, a bit of Bonnie Tyler. He's probably on that.
Yeah. Doesn't want it.
I mean, who wouldn't be though?
Nah, that's
fantastic.
That's right.
Is she still alive? If she is, I'm going to the next concert. That's amazing.
Oh, mate, yeah, we'll get tickets for that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And Lloydie will be there trying to chat up all the old women.
Oh, absolutely. He'll be like, "Hey, turn around, bright eyes."
Oh dear. Hopefully Lloyd's not going to watch this replay. We might have some explaining to do. Yeah.
So Shads has dropped a little bit here. He's dropped probably a couple of seconds. Either Darky's really whacked the turbo on.
I'd put this down to tyre wear, or tyres overheating, or the pressure's just going all over the shop, not sitting Shads.
Essentially, yeah.
He likes to set his car up pretty perfect with his tyre pressures, and with his try and track now, it might be just throwing out his handling.
Look, he might be thinking about. He might be thinking about slick soon and changing strategies on the fly. And I'm sure he's got a dry setup there ready to go to, because obviously to accommodate for the pressures. But he looks like he's trying. He's given it a red hot go, but I'd say that you're right. The tyres will be playing a part there. He's just trying to adapt to that. Now we've got. Let's have a look here. So speed's.
It's getting
just
very
pulled
tasty
away a
there.
little bit from. Yeah, he's pulled away a little bit from Lordy.
Yeah, but he's right in the middle there with Highlander just in front of him in the Ford Ganassi, number 67. So we just run wide.
He's run wide
He
there.
might have been thinking about slicks and then goes, nah, not after that. Stay on these wets.
Yeah.
Need a bit more grip.
Yeah. Either that or he's tuning the radio. I mean, who knows?
You don't know these.
If the best of
these
the
days.
80s are on, if the best of the 80s are on, you've got to put it on. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Yellow Corvette with the yellow lights there.
So I think these guys
Pretty
still
menacing.
won't get to the very end, will they? I think they still had an hour, just over an hour to go when they pitted. I should have caught, but I didn't really check when we saw the three of them in the pits what time that was. I don't know if any of the viewers watching can let us know if they sort of know if it was before the hour or if it was after the hour. Less than an hour to go. So
I think it was before, over an hour, but happy to be corrected by Ish, if you're listening.
we've got 8 viewers there at the moment, so we've got a bit of an audience going.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and
Welcome.
we'd like to say hello out there.
Yeah.
We're from
I don't know a lot
Oz
of different
and Z,
languages,
Combined
but
Racing League,
buongiorno, konnichiwa.
and we've got
Jawohl.
craziness here of unscrewed squid that's sitting back relaxing after doing a terrific job in the first session, bringing the number 6 Toyota Gazoo Racing home in first position in front of Dark Racing. But those positions have swapped here in this second session.
See what Saday's up to. Oh no, he's gone wide there. Jeez. Bloody hell.
That would have been a good little moment that I'd like to see, like to not see happen too much more.
Well, I wonder if he's thinking about slick soon, because he's got to. If you have to think about, something to mix it up a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah, he's definitely in the hunt for third position still over Triple Rotor, because I've been watching this and he came out with, I think it was 40 seconds or so behind Triple when he pitted, and he's gained 10 seconds. So yeah, he's definitely, if he can do the undercut, if he can get onto the slicks, well, he might have made up a little bit more time, and obviously having that slower lap there, the 3:37, which is 6 seconds off Triple, he lost. So if he's the first man to dive in and get a couple of laps on the slicks and actually drop that into the 3-minute, 25s or so, which Darky's actually doing on wets at the moment. Super job
I was just about to
Darky.
say to you, look at that, 25 on wets, 3 seconds faster than Chad's on the wets, which is amazing.
Yeah, and we just got confirmation by also Night Pegasus, one of the drivers, that he's waiting to have a good unleash. He finds it hard to also concentrate and drive at the same time, which I think, or think and drive at the same time, which I think most of us do have trouble. Some of these young choppers can do a lot of things while they're driving, and I just shake my head sometimes. I can't believe what they can get up to. They all captured on YouTube too, mate, at the same time. What's going on?
I know. They're just showing off.
Yeah. A bit like Lloydie, you
Bastards.
Look at this.
Oh, look at me. I mean, look at him.
Look, in third position.
He's,
what a terrific job. He started starting fourth, I think it was, in that session, a minute behind the leader, which is Highlander. He's still leading the GTE class. I'm just trying to see there to see he's only not that far in front of behind Highlander at the moment.
35 seconds, right? I think.
Yeah.
45.
Yeah, something like that. So he's they've gained a little bit, 20 odd seconds. Well, here comes. They're all coming in.
We've got some pit
Into the
stops here
pits.
happening. Here we go.
Highlander the
Highlander
first one to
in.
blink, and Speed Racers taking the
Ooh, he's got
opportunity to
50.
jump in at the same
He's
time.
got 59. He's got 59 on the fuel as well.
Yeah,
He's
these
got
guys
71. Oh, hello.
slicks. They're all on slicks. Here they go.
Yeah.
This is going to be a sign to see if their time's dropping
So
or if they're
top,
in the
this
LMP
is
ones.
it. This is it.
Jump at the
Look at
opportunity.
that. That's a short fill. Top up. And did Highlander's already gone? Has he? No, is he?
That was actually Cosmic coming in, I believe. I think it was.
There goes the tyres. Speed's out.
Okay, so
Speed's out.
Because he done the undercut. Where is Highlander in the pit
both
lane?
filled up. Yeah, now Highlander had less fuel on than Speed, and I think that's where Speed's won out there because
Yeah, he definitely has. And so is Cosmic. Cosmic's actually, I don't know if Cosmic was a lap down, was he? Or no, no, he wasn't. That's for position.
No, he
Cosmic's
wasn't.
in
No.
third.
I think that's a fuel change there. I think the fuel has played a part there. That's what slowed slowed Highlander down.
Highlander,
Wow,
yeah,
that's
he
a
wasn't
huge
on the
change.
money. So it's a big moment there at with 44 minutes remaining for the
It's a
GTE
big
class.
moment.
We've got Lloydie, Mr. 007, taking the
Stayed
lead.
out. Now he stayed out, didn't he?
Oh, actually, he did stay out. Sorry, my
He
bad.
did stay
yeah.
out, yeah. Because look at the
But,
fuel. He's got 72, so he'll have to be thinking about tyres.
He's going to lose. He'll lose out here because he was on his wet tyres. These other guys are on the slicks.
Oof,
I believe the GTEs come out with hot tyres. They got tyre warmers, I believe, in the game for the GTEs and the LMP ones, so the tyres come out hot.
They do, yes. And this is a big shift. So we might just stay with Lloydie here and just see him push through to the second half of the lap and see what he does. So there's still a bit of water there.
That's going to be interesting when the GTs come around. What's the first car which will come around? Will be Cosmic, is it? No, Speed.
Yeah, it'll be race. Yeah, it'll be Speed. So we'll see these guys come around here and see what happens because
it's very wet coming into that corner. I'm not too sure. I'm not very good with the corner names, but that tight right-hander after this section.
Tight right-hander, yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't got the map up. But
so here he's coming up to it now.
There we go. This will be interesting. So they're bunched up too.
And he got an LMP1 coming through as well. This could get ugly. I'm hoping for the best. Ooh. Can he pull it up? He has.
Nervous. Yeah, no, he's done a great job.
Got enough tyre heat worked in. Ooh, looks like Cosmic.
Cosmic.
Got caught out. He got into that bigger puddle. And he's just trying to take a tighter line.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. This might be interesting with Cosmic and Highlander. So Cosmic, he's on 80. Highlander's on 84.
Oh, the LMP1's already cleared these guys.
So Highlander's been pretty quick in the Ford. He'll be disappointed with this. Getting jumped in the changes, but Lloydie must be coming up.
Oh, here we go. This is one of the Toyotas. Number 6, is it? Is that your car or number 5? Yours is 6, isn't it?
It is 6,
Shads?
yep.
Oh, here it goes. They're both taking their pit stop.
Shads.
So that was actually
Emu's car?
that's Sato. Oh no, Sato's in the
Sato.
Porsche.
No, Sato's in the Porsche.
That'll be triple rotor.
Yep. So Lloydie's come in here. And where's his speed? So this will be interesting. I think we'll probably get him here.
So it'll be interesting now to watch after these guys come out and just have a look at the LMP ones and see what time Triple does. Not on the first lap, obviously, but the next one, because Darky did a 25, but now he's on a 26. So those wets will be screaming out for mercy at the moment. So
Oh, absolutely.
Triple might have done
Let's
a
keep an eye on this.
right call.
Here he goes. So he's put 62 in it.
That would be a full
Now
tank,
the
wouldn't it?
front runners have not pitted yet, have they? They have not pitted.
No, they're still on the wets.
So they are on 19 and 8.5. Wow.
They're playing the game
So
to
what
try to
that'll
run
mean-
right to the end of the fuel run, aren't they? It could cost
So
them.
what this will mean is, yeah, look, I think, to be honest with you, I think Shads probably needs to get in there and fill and run it with the slicks. I think the tyres will be the differentiator now, not the fuel. But Darky's in a good position here. Let's keep an eye on Triple because he'll be bloody quick.
Yeah, Freight
All of a
Train
sudden
is
he's
still.
smashing the.
Freight Train is still there. I think he's got a pit in for his slick tyres, but he's holding in there in fifth spot at the
Absolutely.
moment.
Gee, 333. Oh, he's right there.
So he had a few little moments early on in this session, which has sort of cost Freight. With the time compression, it'll keep him bunched in, ready for the session tomorrow morning.
Absolutely.
9 o'clock Eastern.
So he's
Australian
16
Eastern Standard
seconds
Time.
behind. Yeah, 16 seconds behind Triple, but looking strong.
Oh, looking very strong. But be interesting now that Triple's come in. That Darky and Shads would have seen that he's pitted. He's got
I'll be
a lot
watching
of
his
traffic.
times.
Got a
Yeah,
lot
I'll be
of
watching
traffic
his
going
times,
on.
though. He's flashing like a madman. Boost on.
Gear 3 Gaming just asked an update on what's happened so far. Well, what we know is Lloydie's.
What hasn't happened?
Well,
Gamer?
that's it. But yeah, it's been amazing. But Lloydie's always looking good. So he's made sure. Oh, we've just had. That might be speed. Is that Speed Racer?
I think that was Speed Racer. Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. So
Bring Lloydie back into the.
yeah. So look.
Made some gap there.
Lloydie's been looking at the mirror most of the race, and that's not because he's been in front of Speed Racer. He's just been looking at his own mirror because
He's just been
he just
combing
likes
his
his look.
eyebrows.
That's it. Yeah, making sure he looks good when he comes out and has the post-race interview. So he wants to make sure he
Absolutely.
looks the best. And the biggest talk actually of the race, I'd have to say at the moment, is Darky taking first spot over Shads. Starting
And he's got a
11
13-second gap.
seconds.
Oh, Shads is in the pits. Shads is in the pits there. This could be the undercut. Oh, this will
Yeah,
be
so
tight
this is
on
what
fuel
we've
again.
been waiting for. So other than that, Gear 3 Gaming, I think we've just flown with the race. I haven't been writing anything down. I can't really tell you. It's been interesting. There's been a lot of action going on. Saturday's had a few incidents with the car. A couple of guys in the early session with the wet, not coming to grips with the wet weather and the ×5 progression, I believe. And same thing happened with Lockie. He's had a bit of a problem. And most of the, other than that, they've all been pretty good. I think we've had a good battle with the GTE cars with the top 3. They've just been, or top 4 really. They've been at it the whole race. So it's been something exciting, and I think for first position outright with Darky and Shads in the LMP1s, I don't think the gap extended more than 10 seconds. It started at 11, but Darky closed that up really quickly. So
Yeah, he did a good job on that. In the
yeah.
rain.
So that's pretty much the hour and a half update.
And I think we're going to see some really exciting racing now. That there's some dry track running for the last half hour.
Yeah,
I think this will be very interesting at the front.
Most people will bet in on that was going to dry up with 30 minutes to go, especially if it was in daytime. You'd probably think that it would have dried up a bit quicker. But yeah, look at Darky. He's running this fuel right down to the last litres of his. I don't know what sort of diesel he's using. If it's BP or
I think it might be BP. Yeah, he's done a great job on that.
BP Ultimate Diesel or whatever they call it. Not too sure.
Yeah, I think it's. And look, I'll be honest with you, I don't run a lot of diesel, mainly the old 98, but I think BP are the leaders in, unless it's SO, I don't know, I don't even know if it's still around. But,
Yeah, I think
for
SRE,
those
it's
who've been-
around overseas, yeah. But
For those of us who were born before 1990, we'd probably remember that.
that's right. The Golden Fleece, mate.
Oh. Also, OXO, was that the line?
Yeah, something like that. OXO. That
That's
was
not
actually
a Twitter handle. Is that what they say these days? I don't know OXO.
Oh, mate. Hey, these guys Twitter on their, while they're driving, mate. Well, not Darky. Darky's a very sensible driver. He
He's a
likes
very
his
sensible
diesels
driver.
though. That's what he does for a living. He drives trucks, so
He does.
he's
Yeah.
a diesel head. So no wonder he's picked
Well,
this car.
he'd know all about then starting them when they're empty. The old diesels, the prime and all that sort of stuff.
Well, I
So
think
hopefully he doesn't do it. Here he goes.
Yeah, I was going to say he might have to jump out the car and help the mechanics here. He's 1.8 litres.
He's run it thin, but I reckon he might have done some practice here. So
We'll just have a look to see now with Shads. I think Shad's on. If he hasn't had any incident this lap, I reckon he'll take the lead.
this would be interesting because I don't think Shad's had to fill up as much, but then again they're smaller tanks.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting. So we'll just see where Shad's is.
Just coming. Where's
He's
that?
there. Oh, he's further away than I thought he would be.
Yeah. Hopefully he hasn't had an incident.
But they're still going through tyres here.
Like 45 seconds is a long time.
Bloody oath. He's not moving yet.
Now he's Darky's got this in the bag.
I think he might have. Gee, that's very interesting.
Yeah, he's made a lot of time. Maybe Shad's had an incident coming out. Maybe in one of the parts that we saw earlier with the puddle still there on the track.
Well, look, absolutely. It could have been a traffic, could have been anything, but
Coming into that right-hand corner, that real tight right-hand corner, we're calling it after the Muse Lane straight to come onto the back
that's
straight.
the new name for it.
Yeah, we'll name it
That's a
anything.
23-second gap now. So look, we'll stay with Darky for a bit here, and we'll see how he goes.
Here's one for you. The Dade's joining us, and
good,
he's probably he's the elder of our group, and he's saying don't forget the total final filter. So yeah, the old total.
Mate, hats off.
He's probably just Winnie Blues all the way, mate. You know, one of those blokes. That and VB.
Well, let's see. Here goes Darky. He's got the hammer down, hasn't he? Look at him. He's going.
Oh, look at this. This is the biggest gap we've seen. 26 seconds.
26
in the
seconds.
LMP
This is a massive gap.
Yeah, the difference.
This is a big gap.
He just rises to these occasions, Darky, doesn't he? He just loves it.
He does. Yeah, he's doing a bloody good job here.
Not taking anything away from your pairing with Shads. You know, we always see Uncrewed Squid and Shads topping it with the special events. You guys do a good job together.
Thank you. I think Dark. Oof.
See, that's the corner we're talking about. Oh, he's got the reset button. That's not cool.
What
That
is that all
shouldn't be
about?
allowed. Oh, we'll have to
ridiculous.
talk to Darky about that.
I don't know about that. That's a bit. There you go.
Yeah, that's shouldn't be allowed. It would have taken a lot longer to get going there. After
I'll leave that to the stewards.
Yeah. Jeez, I want to get to sleep tonight. I don't want to be up stewarding all night. But anyway. Yeah, we haven't got actually that up in the rules, and that's something that may has been highlighted because we did see Lloydie do that a couple of times too in the first session. So it's something that has been brought to our attention. So we might have to look at that. The reset button is obviously good to be used, and we allow that to be used if you're on your roof. Some guys like to use that, but me personally, I don't have it mapped. If I'm on my roof, I'm on my roof, and that's the end of my race. So I try and keep it as real as I can. But just when you have a spin, I don't think we should be allowing the reset button. So that will be, I think, addressed for these remaining 2 sessions for all the drivers. That'll be mentioned in the driving brief tomorrow morning.
I will leave. Seeing Shads as my teammate, I'll leave that comment as it is. I think
That's
fair.
very diplomatic by yourself. Thank you.
Yep.
But yeah, so we've got what do we got now? We've got looking at the battle between Triple and Sato. Is that live time in there? It looks fairly close to me.
Let's
Can
have a look
at
here.
Sato?
Oh, lights off. Sato lights off mania.
I'm looking at it wrong. It looked to me that they're only a second apart, but they're 13 seconds.
13 seconds apart. And Sato's either had another incident with the front of his car, because he did fix that, or he's decided to turn them off. But I don't. It looks a little bit creased.
Yeah, I think he's obviously seen a guardrail or two. Yeah, sorry, I just on the live timings there when I was looking at it, it's just showing that they're only like 2 seconds apart, unless my eyesight's gone, but they're a lot more than that.
I'll get you another Heineken, mate, and that'll probably correct that. So.
Yeah, definitely, that'll be great. Cars will be into the race. They'll be very dry. They'll be nearly emptying their fuel tank. And we are in the audience as well. We are getting people also commenting that saying that maybe that reset button needs to be discussed after this race, because it wasn't quite fair in my opinion in that, because Shads would have gained at least 15 seconds, 10 seconds in that, with Starkey needing to turn around in the slippery stuff on the outside.
Yes, is all I'm going to say.
But Emu's made a great comment there when we saw Sato. He's in the stealth mode activated, so he doesn't have the Heures anymore. It's stealth mode, so he's just on that constantly. Yeah. Look at that, crazy.
What he needs is like the old Knight Rider red light across the front of it. Would be brilliant.
Oh yeah, when he's talking, old Kit talking, eh?
Do a jump. Oh, see the blue flame out the back? That was fantastic.
Oh yeah. We're just running through. We might just why don't we just run through the grid while we're at this? Go from the top and just have a little look at them and just see how they're going. Keep the fuel loads up and give them a bit of air time.
So Darky's on 41. Yeah. So Darky's on 41 litres there left. And
he just ran wide again.
Just ran wide there. He's picked it up. And Shad's running 50 litres in second, 20 seconds behind. It looks like a bit of traffic coming up there as well. Triple, 45 litres. Yeah, they sound good. Flame out as well.
Got Sato, that's 10 seconds really behind.
There's Sato, old Knight Rider.
Yes, he's been chasing hard.
In the wars, but he's at 50 litres there, and he's.
Will that see him finish to the end? It's going to be close. I think he's going to have to pit, will he? Or no, they're pretty fuel efficient, aren't they?
No, that should be fine. Yeah, they'll be okay.
So that's going to be a battle to keep an eye on. Look, it's dropped to, just as we've been speaking, nearly two seconds.
Yeah.
Actually, something's happened to
Triple.
It might be Darth's traffic. Yeah. He's backed off at the traffic.
Yes, traffic slowed him right down. Yeah, I think so. I think Shads might have come past him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because he definitely, he's picked up the pace again now. He's brought that back to that 8 second. I think Sato's still catching him, so it'll be interesting to keep an eye on that after we go through the field. We might have to come back to that.
Freight Trainer sitting at 50 litres as well, and just powering along here. Oh, he's flashing his lights.
Oh, he must be watching us. Yeah, maybe we might have to start picking on him instead of Lloydie, mate. He's watching himself while he's driving.
Yep. He's like, what about me? It isn't fair. We get it, mate.
That's right. Yeah, we do.
And then we've got Speed, who's
the leader of the GT1.
Absolutely. Don't put it in the grass, Speed. That was a disaster, but a lesson learnt, and it would be a disaster on the slicks at the moment, but powering along with the old big V8.
Yeah, the flames coming out. It'd be great at night.
Loves it.
Loves the spectators.
Yeah. And here's a fan favourite, Cosmic.
Yeah, Cosmic is
powering along. V6
10 seconds down the road.
Yeah, these are V6 turbos, aren't they? The old GT.
Next, you've got me. I'm gonna, before I do the stream of the final session, though it's going to be a quick
We'll
1
do it.
hour final session in the hour. I'm going to have to do some research on the car engine capacities and stuff.
Excellent. And we got a Highlander. He's running 59 litres in the Ford EcoBoost.
Well in the hunt. Well in the hunt too.
GTE. Well in the hunt. Yeah, he's doing well. They're doing. Look at these 4 minute times. Fantastic.
Yeah,
that's
definitely
exciting
drying
to
up.
watch and exciting to see.
Yeah, so he's in
I
the
tell you what, there's a bit
capacities
of water off. Yeah, there's a bit of water offline. You wouldn't want to be off there. Now, Lloydie, Mr. Manicured eyebrows, here he comes. Wow.
Yeah, he's not
Look at
going
that.
too bad, but he could have done better. He's dropped. Actually, he's dropped
He's
quite a lot, hasn't
down
he?
there. What's
Yeah.
happened there? I can't
Yeah,
see any
that-
damage on the car.
We had that close call
So-
to the top, Armco railing, didn't he? We saw earlier.
He did.
Caught the end of it.
Was-
Oh,
look,
that's
sorry.
the damage. I think that's the damage when he did hit the wall.
Crease. It's a crease up there. How that did not break the lights, we do not know.
Especially that centre light. Amazing.
Oof.
Build the Aston's
So-
tough, mate.
They do. It looks like he's hit a bloody kangaroo or a buffalo or something like that. It's buckled up, but
Yeah,
a lot of
as
buffalo
luck would have it.
in France. But yeah, there you go.
Not many kangaroos either, mate. I don't think. But
No. Not on last count. But we just caught
Lockie
Lockie and
just
he's
having a bit of fun.
jeez. Oh dear, look at that. That's
He's lost his baggage, mate. Lost
yeah,
his hood.
his baggage latch.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Still headlights ablaze, which is great, but that is got. Oof.
Might be keeping his feet cold.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's good.
It's
That
with
doesn't look
what?
like it.
It's not the car that he started with, that's for sure. But with just
Absolutely
over
not.
23 minutes remaining, we've got whether gets up last me, Wade. He's taking the final spot.
Oh, that's got a bit of a crease on the front as well.
Yeah, they're all feeling the pinch.
I think when Lockie's car was handed over, it basically just needed a chamois, and that was it. So that's disappointing. But,
Yeah.
oh,
he
gee,
just
that's under
caught that.
brakes. Look at that.
Yeah, I think that was actually seen. There was a puddle there too. He seemed to have hit it.
Yes.
I just sort of noticed as the camera changed.
Yeah. Still a bit wet there.
Yeah. So we'll just go back to was it Sato? Who was the battle before?
Yeah.
We were saying Sato was going to have a battle with Triple. Yeah, he's just pulled that to about 5-6 seconds.
Yeah.
Triple have to be
Oh,
careful.
dear.
Oh, here he goes, getting past
Jesus,
Lloydie.
flying past. That's Lloydie.
Yeah.
Back on past. We might even jump on board with Night Rider here and see how he's going. Jesus, look at the vision out of that. That would give me a headache. Look at it. It's crabbing all over the joint.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, he's fighting that for sure. Bloody hell.
He's got a smashed up windscreen and everything, so he's in the battles.
Look how it's crabbing over the left.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
That's
really
not right.
struggling. The freight trainer will be hoping that Sato needs to pit. Could be an option for
Oof.
Sato. He seems to be still catching. Actually, Triple, he was 5 seconds, so actually we might have only just missed that incident. He's probably had another little incident making a crab, because look at the time the Triple's putting on him now, 11 seconds. It was down to 5 when we first started watching him.
Yeah, we must have just
So
missed it.
Yeah, my bet that though we had already had smashed lights up, I think he's had some other incident as well.
He's definitely trying hard, but listen to
Maybe.
that! Listen to that
Maybe a
bloody
bit too
Aston
hard.
in front of him.
He's going to be dicey if it's crabbing a bit. He's at the,
Yeah.
look at the shadow.
Yeah.
His car shadow.
Wow. Oh, on the grass. Gee, that's dangerous.
Oh, mate, what do you see here?
Look at that.
Oh! Hold on, guys, hold your seats. Where's the panic bar? Oh,
Jesus, I nearly dropped me whiskey.
oh
Bloody
mate.
hell. That's right.
Come on, we don't want to be having any spillage here in the commentator booth. It was wet enough after the first session, mate.
He's run wide there. That's unfortunate.
Oh, mate, I can't blame him running wide. I wouldn't even know where I was. Look at this.
I would have been crashed over the fence and been asking for a beer by about now. This is
mate.
He's driving that. He's basically driving it by feel.
Been running for an hour,
Especially
40 minutes, and the concentration lapsing as it is, and you've got to do this. The last 20, you just want to cruise if you could.
With a smashed windscreen and no headlights. It's insane.
Drivers won't even see him.
Yeah, hopefully.
What happened there? Oh, jeez. That's the... he missed his brake in there as well. Got to pull it up.
And that throws out the rhythm on this one as well.
Yeah.
We might stay with him for a little bit longer just to see how it goes through the dark sections, because that is an absolute bloody... Oh, mate. You got to turn there. That's terrible. The car must be an absolute nightmare to handle.
So we're probably looking around about 2 a.m. in the morning at the moment in game. So another hour. It finishes at 3 a.m. this session. So just under 20 minutes. It's times 5. So that'll be about right.
He's going flat through there now. He must have got to slow down there.
Slow down. I think he was having a look at that red light house over there. It's like a red light district, isn't it? I don't know if it's a gentleman's little pleasure area or not.
Oh no, he's panicking now. He's backed off. He's waiting for a slow down, I think. Yeah. Or somebody was waving. Maybe there was a, mem as well saying. I don't know what I was going on. But anyway, he's back on track, which is great. Gee, look at how dark it is in the light. It's a ridiculous thing to say, but with no lights on, there's a car in front. That helps.
Lucky he's done some of our race of LOLs that Darky likes to host, where he likes to run around in the night without. Likes to run around night races without lights and stuff like that, and do it in reverse and everything like that. All those fun things where we can all let our hair down after doing some serious racing.
Oof. Gee, that would have been a surprise for the Corvette.
Oh yeah.
He's got some confidence in there, even if this thing bloody broken.
Yeah, he probably would have loved to have been on the back of Triple, because at least he could follow his lights. But anyway, he's doing a stellar job. Not much vision, but he's Triple Rotor, man in 3rd position.
Doing a great job.
He is. He took over the car, I believe, in 5th. And he's gained that up to... He's going to hand that over to his teammates. Looking at 3rd spot at the moment. Still a little bit to go. We know that 15 minutes, anything can happen. Just talking about it. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, when you watch this Triple, I apologise for the commentator's curse. And there goes Sado.
Sado's gone past.
The Night Rider.
That's bloody Christmas.
So Sado's got the 3rd.
No.
I tell you what, this has been a race of the curses after the first session, with all the problems that the commentators had, putting people spinning and with all their comments that made the things happen. And now look at what's happening here.
Right, for the next 2 sessions, do not put the camera on me, guys. This is ridiculous. Amazing.
Yes. Just don't put it on the 91 Porsche, please.
This will be the battle of the crippled cars, I think, here for 3rd, because I'm still amazed that Sado's been able to hold on to this Porsche, and Triple must have he must have been adjusting his belts or something there, but it's easy enough to do.
Yeah, I was just saying that.
I thought he was going to get away with it, but he's just clipped it, so hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with 15 minutes roughly to go, anything can still happen. Especially this after
absolutely.
race of only 2 hours.
That's right.
So,
yeah, 2 hours is a long bloody time.
So unfortunately, I don't think that's going to work. Fish, say more about Shads because I've got Shad's teammate with me, and I think he might just give me a clobber over the back of my chin here or something, and knock me out. So I'm not going to say anything. If you've met Unscrewed Squid, that's one thing you don't want to be behind the force of his knuckle.
Just a gentle soul.
So maybe oh yeah, that's what they all say. Maybe we should look at Darky and start talking about him because he really needs to give us a little bit of excitement and let Shads come back in.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. So, there he's coming up on. I don't know who he's coming up on. Coming up on Corvette.
Oh, that's the Corvette.
That was easy.
Where's Speed Racer?
Nice pass though. It's a nice pass.
Yeah, it could be Speed or it could be.
Yeah, that was Speed. Yeah, Speed.
The other Corvette we're looking at is also me Wadey. He's in last position at the moment. Come to grips with the car.
Well, he's holding on. Yeah, interestingly, the two leaders are and Sato as well, which is quite amazing. He's holding on. He's only a couple of seconds off the leader, and that Porsche's an absolute mess.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely amazed at what he's dragging out of that thing.
He's doing 3:27 since his last lap too, so he's only 2 seconds off the pace of Darky, so not too shabby. And no headlights. With a lot of memory muscle. Yeah, as you can say earlier, Squid, it's just offline of those chicanes. It's still wet, like where the cars haven't run. Yeah. It's just wet. So with the night skies, it just hasn't dried anywhere off the racing line. You can see there in the sand trap, it's wet.
Yeah, the moment you're off, look at little there glistening on the sides there. You're in a lot of trouble.
So I have to say these guys have really earned their keep with this. It's not as easy as you think when you're watching this. So they've done really well trying to keep it on the black stuff.
Oh, they will be absolutely fighting it. Absolutely fighting this. And I think hats off to Darky so far. He's driven fucking amazing. I think he's certainly at one with the Audi. I think one of the comments in practice he said was, "I just always feel really connected with his car, and it's showing."
Connected with a reset button.
Bloody great job. Well, I wasn't going to say
had
that.
A tickle in the throat there. Sorry, but
teammates in second, but
reset. Anyway.
30-second penalty. But we'll keep going.
Was that someone saying our beers were ready? Sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Well, there's a few little penalties there. We might just want to just chuck up the
absolutely
the timings and just see what we're looking at here. So
11 seconds. Wow.
11 seconds to Shads. What did he do? He didn't have the reset button. Should be around the other way.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
No, Sato's just got a second.
Sato's just popped one up.
Lockie's got 9. But not much will change too much, but just going to offset the restarting for between Darky and Shads. But as we said, there might be a little bit of things said. As they're not in the rules about the reset button, so it's going to be hard to police there, but something that we'll obviously address for sessions 3 and 4, where we'll make sure that no one uses it.
I think it's probably worth a discussion, and I'll leave it up to admin to work through that.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know how Shad's got that 11-second penalty.
Yeah, that's a bit bizarre. I mean, that's almost an accumulation of a few. That's not one.
Yeah. I just don't know if it was actually. It seems like he only got the one red thing that came up at one stage. We didn't check it earlier, so as Emu said, it could have been pit speed as he came in. He might have just been, 65 k's.
Just a touch over.
Yeah.
Because that's worth 10 seconds, I think. A pit lane infringement.
If you're coming too quick, you get disqualified instantly. So it could be, it's based on how much. So.
Oh, it is what it is. You got to work with it. But
we've got
I mean,
10
the guys
minutes
are
to
battling. I know, that's gone quick, hasn't it?
It has gone quick.
That has flown. I mean, luckily enough, I've had my beautiful wife bringing whiskies for me, so that's been great. But because we ran out of beer, but you know,
it is what it is.
Other than that, it's been fantastic.
Right back at you with that one. Oh, triples in
I've
the
gone
pits.
quiet every now and then as I've yelled out.
So triples gone in the pits. That damage is obviously hurt him. So he's decided to pit for repairs.
Scratched up the Toyota. Yeah. That was unfortunate. I feel sorry for him on that one because he deserves better than that. Oh, what's happened?
Oh, he just saw one of the, I think the LMP1 car was coming back. He probably was just letting him through.
That wasn't for position though, was it? No,
unless he still had his pit speed limiter on or something. Something was playing up.
Yeah. It was his pit reins.
I don't know. Well, yeah, pit limiter.
That would be
embarrassing.
I'm sure I'll get some feedback about that.
The man that knows everything just said he let Shads go, so I believe that's probably what it was. So he just didn't want to be part of any sort of battle.
Thanks, Fish.
Any issue.
How's Highlander going? Yep.
It looks like...
We don't know.
Is he going in the pits?
No, he's in the pits?
Why is he in the pits for?
Shit.
Jeez.
He's got 35 litres. He's got damage or something.
He's got enough fuel.
He's got plenty of fuel. Let's see what's happening here. This is
the story of the day, of the night, basically. Highlander.
This is a damage.
Was leading for a long part of the race.
Gee, this is going to bring Lloydie right back into it.
Yeah, as we said, it's never over, is it?
It's never over.
All these things that can happen early in a 2-hour stint, or even an hour stint race, anything can happen.
Oh.
You've just seen the Porsche curve.
Lloyd's a fair way back though.
Yeah, they tread carefully through the GTEs. They don't have the pace like the LMP ones. Definitely, we'll have Highlander thinking, that's for sure, though.
Oh, absolutely. Gee, imagine the aero on that. That looks horrendous.
Yeah, well, Lockie did tell me he had a new idea for aero settings, and I didn't think it was going to be that. Yeah.
It's different.
Oh, it is very different. Oh, Lloydie. Probably saw that the Highlander had pitted and the dangling bait. Thought, oh, let's get some times in.
I wonder if Lloydie's worrying that the bonnet's going to fly up and hit him in the windscreen in a minute because he's fairly buckled. And that would be very difficult to be seeing out of. Let's even see if we can get inside there. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
It's going to miss a few little apexes there. Look, how do you know where you're going there?
He's having a guess.
Yeah. Left-hand corners aren't too bad, but the rights are going to be damn trouble.
Have to put the old braille
here.
Put the old braille stick out and try and find where that is.
Yeah, well, we did say
Lockie's like. See, Lockie's is completely different. That's fantastic. Look at the view.
Yeah. Well, maybe his was up earlier and he thought, well, bugger this, I'm going to hit it again. It came off.
That's great. That reminds me of an old bloody Porsche 1970s Le Mans car with the big, wheel arches. Fantastic.
Yeah, stepping back in time.
Yeah.
Talking about stepping back in time, that's another special event that we're going to actually be running here at ANZ Combined Racing League. Is back to Le Mans, which is going to be the older. Not too sure. I forget now. We did test it with Darky, but it's going to be the older LMP1 cars and on the older Le Mans
on the old tracks.
So, yes, on the old tracks. So that's going to be a special event we're going to do. Not as long as this one though, but yeah, it should be interesting.
I think this Corvette might be crabbing around a bit because that is.
Yeah, it's
looks
not
like
a very
handful.
fun car at all. It's not something you want to see, but yeah,
I'll
if
be
you want
honest
to
with you,
find
I'd
out
probably
all
park
about the special events that we got coming up, that one's going to be actually on the 31st of August. The Back to the Future Le Mans 24 hours. So it's Group C cars we're going to run.
Yeah, excellent.
That's the one. So probably just do it
I'll
in
get
one
my
session, I
DeLorean out.
believe. Yeah. So yeah, go to AUS-ANZCRL.weebly.com and have a look at there on our website, find all the information, or find us on Facebook, ANZCRL, and ask to join our group. Though that they won't have all our upcoming events, you can join our group and get all the chatter and maybe give some stick to Unscrewed Squid if you're not too happy with some of his comments he's given you over the last hour. So yeah, I won't tell you his real name. You'll have to figure that out yourself once you're in Facebook and try and find out who he is.
Oh, appreciate that. Jesus. Now here comes Speed. He's negotiating the puddles. Ooh, a little bit of a twitch there. But he's done it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but did he win the first session?
I'm just going to quickly go back to it. No, he was the Highlander.
It was Highlander. But he's
Yeah,
done an amazing
Highlander
job because at one point I think he was
Ford.
going to. Yeah,
It
because
was
Chucky was
actually-
going to run this with him. So he's running all 4 sessions in this one.
I don't know if Chucky can make it tomorrow, but it'd be good to see if Chucky could. We haven't seen.
Yeah.
Maybe he's moved over to iRacing and doing a tremendous job. These guys he actually partnered Fish Racing, who's racing tonight. Or not fishing, he raced earlier today, sorry, but racing tomorrow as well. But he partnered Fish and my original founder of ANZ Combined Racing League, he was Steel Jockey. And there was a couple of other guys as well, and they ran the 24 hours on iRacing and finished in 4th spot in class in the GTDs. I believe they were driving the Porsche, I think. So,
Absolutely,
yeah.
fantastic effort.
As you know, that's a big deal, that, and iRacing, it's so popular. It's probably one of the most popular events that iRacing do. I just been corrected, it was a BMW they were in actually, not the Porsche.
Right.
The Triple's giving you one last spurt.
He's having a go.
That'll be the last lap for Triple.
There's Sato. God, he's still in the dark.
Yeah, crazy, yeah, so... what happened to Triple about this corner here? He did... Oh, no, I'm going to not say anything. Well, we pretty much did the same thing as what Sato just did. But not as bad. Not as hectic as that. That was off the charts.
He's going flat out. Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
We were on board for it.
Yeah, but we just had Night Pegasus, Triple's teammate, just ask him what happened to Triple, and I said, well, he's pretty much the same, but not as bad. It wasn't like that.
Gee, that is going to be a problem.
Oh, mate. I think Sato would rather himself on that Ferris wheel, I think, with a fairy floss and racing. He's had a nightmare of a session.
I can't even keep on the road. I think he's about now going to wish he went to the pits.
Oh, man. He's going to join the Heineken stand after this. He won't want anything to do with the Porsche team.
I think he's running. Is he running the next 2 sessions as well?
I think he's running. Yeah, that's right. He is. I don't think Taipan can race. It's going to be Taipan. I'm sure he'd race if he could, but he might have some family commitments or something he's got to do.
Yeah.
But like this all happens. But it's going to be tough.
he's hit the water there. Oh dear.
He's just got to make this lap, get it over and done with. I hope that time compression works in his favour. It looks like a crunched up Coca-Cola can, like a Pepsi can or something, doesn't it? Like a Coke Zero can or something.
And the problem is he's going to be punching it now, but it's going to be crabbing all over the joint. It will be terrible through the Porsche curves.
Oh, yeah.
That's disappointing.
Dado's just asking what's with Cosmic's timings. I'm not too sure what's happening with Cosmic's timers. It's just a Yoda now, not Pegasus. But Cosmic, I'm not too sure what's the difference.
Dear, look at this.
Oh yeah, it's saying.
His wings come off now.
Can we just have a look at go on to Cosmic for a second?
Yep.
If you can find Cosmic, because yeah, the times are different. It's 20 and then 19. It's something really weird. He's 10 seconds behind Speed Racer. So he's still in second position, so don't have to worry about that. But the timing is, I think his timing has been a bit broken.
Interesting.
Because I said that earlier one time. I said to you, let's look at battle with Sado, I think, and it wasn't right at all. He was meant to only be a second behind Triple at the time. He was like 10 seconds behind. Oh, he's sparking up the guardrail.
Yeah, he's struggling here.
I wouldn't want to be hearing what he's saying right now. Sado's passionate with his racing and generally keeps it as clean, but it hasn't been his night tonight, that's for sure. All sorts of troubles. Just hoping he hasn't had any hardware issues. Hopefully his wheel and everything's been behaving.
Yeah.
But Darky, he's finished the race there. He's taken the session 2 over Shads. And what have we got there? And the Freight Trainer is going to be in 3rd spot.
Freight's done a great job.
Yeah, he's just finishing up his lap. But he'll be happy with that 3rd. Freight Trainer, he hasn't done much racing
Absolutely.
with us at all. He's just come onto this special event. Jumped at it. And he's one that's
he's flying there too, gee.
Still moving, he's motoring. So Freight Trainer's doing this whole race on his own as well, so he's
Right.
going to feel it. Making up for lost time. So that's going to put him in a good spot with the time compression. It's still on the same lap.
Very good.
Paul Sado.
Jesus.
I believe the GTE. Oh, jeez. He's trying to finish the race and be not a DNF. Well, he's going to be DNF. He's just binned it.
Oh, no.
He's just, with a minute to go, he's going to struggle. That does not look like a car.
No, that's
definitely not a race car. And Darky's done a tremendous job.
Yeah, Darky's done a bloody great job. Well done, Darky. And well done to the top 3 as well.
Yeah, top 3. And the GTEs, let's just quickly run through them to see how they all finish. So we got Speed Racer took that out. So he took that out in the Corvette.
Cosmic
over Cosmic in the Classic Ford. That's a good job.
That's absolutely, it's clean as well. And then Highlander as well in the Ford.
Yeah, so the Ford GT LM or whatever they're called.
Missing a wing.
A good showing.
It's missing the wing on the back of it.
He was in the wars at the end, Highlander. Lloyd in that Aston Martin. All these guys have all finished. And Lockie with me, Wade, he's just holding on to his bumper there. And Taipan has said the call of the night.
Ooh,
we need to call the NRMA.
Oh
we need
dear.
to call the NRMA.
Jesus.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that, but
only a couple of guys on the lead lap there.
I've got me me work cut out for the time compression for that one, but we'll work it out.
39-second gap there, first to second. And we've got Freight Trainer there in third, 2 minutes 12. Sato had an absolute shocker. And Triple, fantastic result though, really. I mean, had some trouble, but, you know, fresh in, but speed, wow. Amazing time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's made amends from that
Yeah,
first session where he came to
Cosmic
tag.
Highlander. Yep.
What happened with Speed
Lloydie
Racer?
looked
He
in
had
the
a
mirror a fair
tag
bit.
with someone. Yeah, Lloydie. He could have done a better job if he was just, you know, forgot about the makeup, you know.
Forget about
Anyway,
the eyebrows, mate. No one
That's
cares.
right.
Keep going.
No one cares. That's right. We like to, you know, you got to be sweaty, mate. But Speed Racer, I think he came to tangles with Fish Racing. I think it was when Fish was lapping him in the
first
session.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's Speed was actually leading the GTs at that time, so he's really showed that he should be the man on top, and he's made the point, and the rest have to chase. So we'll end the session now, so the guys can finish off. They probably, some of them want to leave earlier, but they've stuck it out, and congratulations to them, and thank you, Squid, for helping out with the directing and
my
the
pleasure.
commentary.
Good fun.
It's been good, and we'll see everyone that wants to watch this. Hopefully we'll get a stream. We haven't actually confirmed the streamers yet for the third session, which is going to be at 9 o'clock Australian Eastern time. So that's New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria. So until then,
I'm going straight to bed.
We'll try and work out a streamer so we can get that action to you guys, and so we can see what unfolds in that 2-hour session. So until then, good night.